That don't mean you put your hands on nobody, you hear me? I told her next time she gonna hit your butt back. You understand? And you stop hitting people. Him.
For Indianapolis. And we are underway. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be. After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know what else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Jason Witten. There are Witten's numbers from last week's game. 10 catches, 131 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
She pulls it in. 43 yards that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The ball carrier. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
Let's go. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of the team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger for a touchdown pass.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point scoring gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
Why is he in the game? starting.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Forced out to his left. Going up top for Miller. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Free keep throwing the ball.
That time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided that it's time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A gain of 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The Colts team sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that's a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
This kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 6, Colts nothing.
So the scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see the
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
What do you want?
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
What do you want?
Lane Hines with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with a
Stop.
It's so they're the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
You know how to talk?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that
I want to play Holiday games.
officials always tell you,
Wait till I get done.
but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll throw right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. And popped it free from his grasp.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Nelson.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run.
I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
Throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter.
Crackhead can't throw.
7-6. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He's taken down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done. And that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
And his number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Looking to throw, holding in a mid-range tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Carr's pass, thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 8.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
A chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not run halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurtled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 11. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
A gain of
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 79 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Raymond Smith on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And
the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Raiders' 30-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd down, Hines, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
He is good.
And he knocks it through.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Now, a big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And the Colts first down.
On 1st down, it's Hines. That'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 46-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Colts.
On first down. They'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 31 yards there to first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Second and goal.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Tackle made at the 36.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
33-yard line.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
7-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Mack, the ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The tackle made.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a first. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Jones. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah,
just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Carr now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Carr's pass.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch or tackle.
And now look at this. Big game. They take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This is Carr. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
At the Colts 2-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this way?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Colts on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get, 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Mack. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Carl Nassib. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
They run again with Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now again, right side. Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
who's hurt, and Jesus will.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of